Hello, welcome to White Door Tarot, where the reader is bubbly, but the readings can get dark. So today I am starting off the October first half readings for all zodiac signs, and right now I'm going to work on Cancer. I am changing the video format because I felt like the previous version where I did the animal oracles, love work, and then shadow work just dragged on way too long, and it did get pretty repetitive between, and I started noticing that there is just a general theme that applies to all aspects of our lives, and that seems to be what I'm picking up on. So I'm just going to do general readings, and whatever pops up, and that must be the most prominent part of your life right now. So let's go. Cancer. Hangman, seeing things from a different perspective. Wheel of Fortune, luck is on your side. Father of Pentacles, establishing, what do you say? Establishing material stability. Okay. No, establishing stability in a tangible way? Yes. Ooh, Eight of Swords, probably out of necessity to get yourself out of this stuck energy. Ace of Pentacles, yep, the start of a new venture. Six of Cups, nostalgia, but you are missing what you will be leaving behind. Ooh, Ace of Swords, the truth cannot be unspoken, is what I'm hearing with that. Oh. Two of Cups, we all know what that means. Union. Five of Wands, conflict. Six of Pentacles, about your harvest coming in. Nine of Cups, also the Six of Pentacles, someone asked, what have you been investing in? Nine of Cups is about satisfaction and contentment with yourself. All right, how do these go? How do you want to do this? Okay. Six of Cups, then the Hangman. No, Six of Cups, Five of Wands, and then the Hangman. Yep. And Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Come on. Father of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Wheel of Fortune is over here after the Ace of Swords, and then we've got Two of Cups at the end there. Now, I am incorporating my pendulum into my readings to see, do you have a keyword for us? For the Cancer folk. M, O, M. Mom. It's kind of fitting considering that Cancer is the mother archetype of the zodiac. That is pretty fitting, I would say. All right, let's pull an archetype card. I am just going to go ahead and split the stack because I have shuffled the heck out of these. And what's at top? The medallion. All right. The amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds, some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet, when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? Is there an object you have held on to for years that you are ready to release? Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with our deepest values. When light, upholding tradition, protecting, honoring. When dark, burdensome inheritance, habituation. Go deeper, ancient Egyptian scarab amulets. Imagine if you and your family, school, or social group had a crest, emblem, or amulet. What would it be? Draw it. Do you believe that objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? I have pulled this card once before, and when I pulled it, it was for a client friend who ended up having a haunted object. Well, not haunted, but more like it was bringing bad juju. It had a lot of residue from a not so great time in her life. And when I saw the ring in my head, I asked her about it, and she went to try to go get it. And it was no longer in the spot that it had been at for 6 years. So just letting you know that that is a thing that happens, that sometimes objects run away when we catch on to them. So I'm just saying that the last time I pulled this card, there was an object with bad juju in the house. So if something came to mind, bury it. Just saying, bury it. Yep, that's the advice for that. All right, all right. Now, getting into the cards. So, Six of Cups. There's something that you are nostalgic about, something that you're leaving behind that part of you misses, but you don't want to, and you shouldn't, is the vibe that I'm getting. And that's why you're so conflicted about it with the Five of Wands being here, because you know that. The Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective. Eight of Swords. This one feels like growing under pressure while you feel stuck. Because the Eight of Swords is traditionally the card of stuckness. In this deck in particular, though, I see it as growing under pressure because it is a chrysalis surrounded by swords pointing right at it, right? So what this feels like is it feels like stuckness, not just for the sake of being stuck, but stuckness as in the pressure that we feel when we are going through growth. And then we have the Ace of Swords. A truth spoken cannot be unspoken. It seems like you come out with clarity, and you can't unsee that clarity. We have the Wheel of Fortune, though. Luck is on your side if you are acting from a place of integrity and heart. Luck is on your side. This feels like, honestly, like you're looking to establish yourself. There's something that you're leaving behind, and you're shifting your focus back to yourself. For once, is what this feels like. You're learning to become independent and sovereign. We have the Ace of Pentacles, initiating a new material venture, perhaps getting a better paying job, something that's more stable, or, kicking off more of what you already do and increasing your income stream, something like that. Six of Pentacles, you will see your harvest come in. I also heard earlier, what are you investing in, or what did you invest in, or something like that? What have you been investing in? And it seems like right now it's about yourself. You're trying to become independent. See, the feeling that I'm getting is it like somebody gets washed around a lot by their external circumstances or other people in their lives, and they are finally taking their power back and saying, I am going to stand right here and I am not moving. That's what that feels like. Especially with the Father of Pentacles here, because he is basically just like, try and move me from this spot. And it's not stubbornness for the sake of being stubborn. It's finally being solid in yourself that anything that happens around you can get fucked. That's what this feels like. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And again, that is about satisfaction and contentment with yourself. Two of Cups is about union. Me personally would rather read this as like, oh yeah, you're, having union within yourself, like you're finally connecting to your true self or whatever. But no, this feels like union with another person, but coming from a healthier place. Because you're there not because you need them, you're there not because you have any expectations of them, you're not codependent on them. You're coming from a place of independence and saying, hey, you can add to my life and I can add to yours. I am so happy with myself, but I like you. So I want you in my life specifically. That's what this feels like. I was having a crisis moment the other day because I have spent the last 5 years really genuinely not looking for anything. I'm not big on marriage. I'm not like absolutely not, but I'm also not like eager. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, why? Why bring contracts into it? Do we really need to do all that? Can't we just love each other forever until the days that we die? You know? Because to me it's the same thing. Like what's the contract for? That's kind of how I look at it. But anyway, um so I genuinely wasn't looking for anything because I am content with myself. I am content with my life. Actually a pretty busy person. There's a lot going on here, and then I also have a really healthy social life. So it's not like I'm a hermit either. Um, so there isn't much that anyone could really add to all this. So I'm kind of in a place where it's like, if basically what I'm getting at is that's the place that I'm coming from. Like I'm not looking for a relationship, but here and there I find a person and I'm like, look, I don't know what you want. I know what I want. I can be upfront about it if you want. If that's what you want, let's do this because I'm not looking for a relationship, but I like you and I want you specifically. I'm not here because I'm looking for a partner in general. I'm here because you caught my eye and I want you specifically. And that's what this feels like. This feels like you're getting to a point where you are trying to build up to that, to where you are so content and so happy with your own life and you have a steady foundation for yourself that anyone else that you bring into your life, they're not there because you need them in any sort of way. They're there because you like them. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Nice. Okay. Now let's pull from the alchemy deck. And what I'm going to do is I am going to split the deck in half and I'm going to pull from the tops of each side. How about that? Mercury, communication, thoughts. Pluto, okay. Signals, messages, tricks. In the realm of Mercury, anything is possible. The energy is transfixing and seductive, just like the metal itself. Since this planet rules commerce and communication, it's likely there are deals, contracts, and calls being exchanged that will spin you into a whirl of mercurial wonder. Don't rush big decisions or get caught in the mesmerizing energy. Rather, pay particular attention to the precise words that are being spoken and written. There may be a trick underway, maybe not. No one is sure yet. It is said that the energy of Mercury is found in the pinky finger and that its ally color is green. Enjoy your time in this emerald hall of mirrors. Just don't sign your name on the dotted line until what is liquid becomes solid, until clear words are expressed by an honest tongue. Ace of Swords. Case in point. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love this deck. Pluto. The underworld, power, compulsion. Pluto's realm is one of deep and undeniable power. Known as the planet of the underworld, Pluto has a captivating effect that pulls us into its depths, leading to all things excessive and Dionysian in nature. Images of the resurrection, possession, the sacred heart, birth, sex, and death are all symbols of Pluto's volatile energy. When this card shows up, know that everything will be amplified as if through a live wire. It's all about power and maybe even addiction. Though Pluto's force field can be ruthless, this tiny planet pushes us toward necessary growth. When we follow its mesmerizing pulse, we are taken into the depths to be changed. There's no point in pretending the underworld is not at work. Admit that you're in it and find the support you need. Not making it worse is a big accomplishment. Go deeper, watch the movie Labyrinth to ponder the miracle of small things. In palmistry, it is said that the energy of Pluto resides in the mound of the hand above the heart line and below the headline. Locate your mound of Pluto. Amplification is a powerful alchemical operation. Notice what thoughts and speech you amplify throughout the day and adjust as necessary. Out of all of the things I read, that felt like the most important part, so I'll read it again. Amplification is a powerful alchemical operation. Notice what thoughts and speech you amplify throughout the day and adjust as necessary. Right now, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what is going on. I don't know if it's the astrology. I don't know if it's just the change in frequencies. But I have been feeling here lately like it is an especially potent time for manifestation. No idea why. Don't ask me why I feel that. I just feel it. I just feel like right now is a time where we should be careful with our words. We should be careful with the self-talk. We should be careful with the way that we talk to ourselves and to others right now, because there is something in the air that has my spidey senses tingling and saying that whatever we speak into existence right now will indeed come into existence. So, with all of that being said, again, your keyword for the day was mom, and or I guess for the first half of October was mom, and yeah, basically you're working on. And I think the last time I did your September check-in, it was about putting yourself first for once, and it seems like you're on the same track in October, but it's not just about establishing your boundaries or anything like that. It's also just establishing yourself as a person in general. You are establishing your independence, and this makes me happy for you. So, good luck, Cancerians, for the rest of October. Like, share, subscribe, comment to help me out with the algorithm. Hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I post a video, and I will see you in the next one.